Welcome to your weekly focus for our weekly Teroscope reading. I feel like I'm doing a focus because I'm combining all the signs. I'm combining all the signs because I do have a couple of medical issues right now, which is really zapping my energy, and I know I don't have the energy to be able to put my energy into 12 individual signs, 12 individual astrological signs. But yet the energy is so exciting this week. I mean, we do have the full moon at the end of the week. We have Mercury really going direct this week on us. We have Mercury talking to Jupiter this week. And then with the full moon, we have it combining the energy with Uranus there. Okay, the moon and Uranus snuggle up close and have that intimate conversation and really push us forward, I think, into some new directions. And the sun is opposing that same energy. So I know it's going to be exciting, but I know I don't have the energy to do 12 complete videos. So, and I didn't want to miss a week with you. So this 1 week, this is the way I have to do it, okay? And I'm sorry for those of you who really, gravitate towards the individual astrological signs. I know I do. I go back and I watch my sun, my moon, and my rising. Absolutely, because I kind of just go into talking and then I don't really remember. So, I mean, that's how you get your own free personal reading. We need to check out those 3 together, but unfortunately I'm not doing that for you this week, so it's kind of like teasing you, so I won't even stop talking about it. So this is through, I don't even know what I said, October the 10th through the 16th. And if I haven't thanked you, absolutely, I want to make sure I thank you profusely for all of the positive, supportive energy you do send my way each and every day. So let's see. Let's pull, I don't even know what I'm doing here. Let's pull 7 cards. Okay, our first card, 10 of Pentacles. Oh, wow, what a beautiful card. We're going to have a fabulous week if we go with the flow. Strength for our second card. King of Wands for our third. 4 of Swords for our fourth. Going into the weekend, the new day dawning. 9 of Pentacles, that's the fifth. 5 of Swords for the 6th, and the 7th card is the 5 of Wands. Got me kind of placing the cards kind of weird here. Okay, so we have the 10 of Pentacles, so we can expect the vibration, the energy of the weekend to be one that is very positive, one that will move us towards our goals, our dreams, our desires, what we want to be, who we want to become. So it doesn't matter what sign we're in with the, with the energy of the sky, it's giving us a lot of potential to move forward. With Mercury touching Jupiter in Libra, okay, that is going to, it's going to increase our energy when it comes to our voice, our communication, how we can expand it, how we can grow it, how we can network ourselves better, how we can, what is it that you really need to get out there, your voice. So expect the voices to come out. Whether it's championing a cause, a mission, telling people about yourself, promoting yourself, promoting others, promoting a product, promoting love, speaking from your heart, growing that relationship deeper. This is the yes card. This is saying, and it can be so. Now, it is telling us that we need to tame the lion here. And how does she tame the lion? She's not using any kind of brute force. In fact, she's very casual around the lion. So it's not through brute force, it's not through direct energy, it is through compassion, it's through understanding, it's looking through their eyes, it's being the diplomat, it's weighing things out, it's having a belief in ourselves that we can do this, we can go forward, that we can tame that lion. Do you know the lion will sense your fear? So it's overcoming your fear, overcoming your limitations, climbing over those walls. We have the King of Wands. So here's an optimism. Here is high thinking, high-minded thinking. This is where we look towards educating ourselves, tapping into our wisdom. And once again, we have the lions, don't we? And I almost get this sense that because we have a full-grown lion here, and we have more like the young lions, or maybe the female lions, maybe it's a couple, but they look younger. They look not as mature as this guy does. He looks like he's been around. He's been in a fight or two. So it's amazing that we can be that strong, that powerful, because it's much easier when they're younger. At least I get a sense that they're younger, so I'm going to go with that. You know, this is nurturing. This is where we have planted the seeds, okay? And the full moon is very much about that. Where did we plant the seeds? In September the 30th, okay? When that new moon was happening. Where did we want new growth in our life? How are we doing? This is an optimism that we probably are looking at what we have accomplished rather than what we haven't. But it's also, you know, pointing us towards where we can grow, where we can be more determined, where we need to put our energy more, where we need to put our focus, what didn't work, what do we need to take out of the mix. So it's the growing of the dream. It's the nurturing of the dream, of the desire, of the goal, of the want. And we are very high-minded. We are, you know, very much the diplomat here, where we can think about the possibilities of how to step into, how to become, how to grow. So it's strong. Now we have the Four of Swords, which says that we need to unplug, that we need to tap into ourselves. And I've been saying this so much, especially over the last month, of, you know, try and leave your cell phone home for a day. See how far you get before you twitch. Unplug. Allow silence to come in, to meditate, to pray, to have that alone time to just think things through, to just let your mind go blank and let something wander in and then take it apart, understand why it was put there in your thoughts in the first place, to dismantle, to figure out. Now, it could be very much about our limitations, where we perceive our limitations, where we have put a label on ourselves, which is in fact a negative label, and it should be a very powerful label going forward. So through meditation, through prayer, through alone time with ourselves, through rest and recuperation, not trying to push through energy, but rather to examine how to get through that energy with the strength, with the determination, but with a intelligence, with a wisdom. And this is really talking about getting ready for some new chapters in our lives, because this is essentially the warrior that comes off the battlefield. And he takes off his armor, he hangs up his weapons, and he lays down, or she lays down, and thinks about the plans of the future. Now that the battle is over, now that the chaos is over, now that the stress is over, of how we want to go forward. Now that we've learned the lessons, now that we have the scars from the battle, what did we learn? What wisdom? So we can apply it going forward. And then, of course, as the weekend comes about, we get the Nine of Pentacles. So our new day dawning. So this week can become very intuitive. The veil is very thin. This is a beautiful time for meditation, for prayer, for alone time. Ground yourself in nature. This is your new day dawning. This is you now getting up from your slumber, from your restful period, and getting ready to go forward. You're dressed in white. You're ready for the new beginnings, the potential of your tomorrow. Five of Swords. I would almost mind my words here. I would mind how I am presenting myself, the amount of passion I'm using when I'm communicating. So this could have a lot to do with Mercury and Jupiter combining and how we are communicating and paying attention to how we communicate so we can more effectively communicate with others, so that we don't build walls, that we don't burn bridges, that we are more the diplomat going forward, grounded in the surety of knowing our plan, knowing our purpose, knowing where we want to go. So it could be a very strong inner learning for ourselves, educating ourselves of how to be more effective in how we network ourselves and how we bring our concerns to others, how we bring our love to others, how we communicate with each other, how we communicate to the world, our neighborhoods, our communities, the groups we are involved with, the team players we have on our, how do we communicate? And it may show us a way of really expanding, but maybe it will also show us where we have not brought the best forward even though we thought we had. How we can fine tune, how we can go forward successfully. So if you are networking yourself in any way, or networking something, this is a time where it's, there could be a light showing you the expansion of how beautifully you can go forward, but also where you have been limiting yourself. And then we have the Five of Wands. So this is group play. This is getting together with groups, friends. Okay, this is your social causes. This is your network of at work. This is your network within your home, your family. And we've got the moon shining brightly there. And we do have the full moon happening, don't we? So, I mean, full moons are about completions, ready to take things to the next level. Remember, every time we complete, that's so that a new path opens up. So this could bring in new experiences for us, new people to melt together with, new experiences through other people, through other groups, through associations. This could be definitely in work and career, absolutely. This could be your stature in the community. So this is going to be a very strong full moon, because it not only involves us and our own path forward, but it involves the people in our lives and the people that are coming into our lives. That for many of us then, we are going to have things that are going to move us into, well, it's in Aries, right? So that's new beginnings, that's new experiences, that's our attitudes, that's our personalities, that's the way we identify with who we are. When you meet somebody at a party, what's the first thing you ask somebody? What do you do? What defines you? And you may be changing what defines you, or you may be strengthening it in some way. How do you appear in social gatherings? How do you appear in your community? How do you appear in the family? What role do you play? And so I think those kinds of things could be very transformative this weekend for us, moving us into brand new places. So when that happens, we may not want the move initially. We may not see where it's going to move us forward. So we really need to go with the flow. It's not in what we, it's not in what the problem is, or what the chaos is, or what the stress is, or what the change is, or what the new beginning is, or what the ending is. It's how we handle it. It's how we look at it. Do we see it as, oh, we cannot go forward, it dissipates our energy, or do we see it as, this opens up a whole new avenue for me, this opens up a new beginning, this opens up a new road, this opens up a new relationship, this allows me to grow my relationship stronger, this allows me to travel for the first time, this allows me to step into that educational opportunity I want. So it's how you are looking at it, how you are perceiving it. So see it as positive. We need something else here with this. I don't want to make it such a short reading. Let's go to our Archangel Power Cards by Doreen Virtue. Let's pull 3 cards here. The Magician. You can manifest the life you want. What you need will magically appear. Successful beginnings. Now that could be a lot of the Uranus energy with the full moon happening there. That what you want or what you need will magically appear. So the Magician. Number 1. It's happening in Aries. Okay? The first sign. The first house. So anything can happen. So go with the flow. And really, I mean, this is a week. This is definitely a week to look at what you truly want. Get very specific about what you want. Affirm it. Take some time. Unplug. Like the Four of Swords says, we do need to unplug. We do need to put some planning into where we want to go, what we want to look like, what we want to smell like. Get detailed. Get specific. We have time. Knight of Ariel. There is so much to accomplish. Make a very detailed plan. And being watched over by somebody kind. So you always know your angels and your spirit guides are there, watching over you, caring for you. God is looking down. Do not worry. You are not alone. You are protected. There is so much to accomplish. Make a very detailed plan. So it's all about the planning. When that full moon energy comes, okay, when the completions, when the endings, when it comes time to advance to the next level, we have been done the preparations. We have been doing the preparations. The Two of Gabriel. Make a bold and ambitious choices. Great progress is possible. Important relationships with people who share your vision. And I do believe that people are going to be a strong part of this. Look at how beautiful that card is. Make bold and ambitious choices. So go with your gut. Go with your intuition. Go with your higher wisdom. Great progress is possible. So this can be where you overcome a fear. Take that giant step. Because you've weighed out the energy. We've had the Sun in Libra for a little while now, so we have been weighing out energy. So this is a time where we come to some decisions on how to move forward. And usually that moving forward is going to make us leave something in the past, to evolve, to transform in some way. Let's get a higher intuition card going here, and then I'm going to go and lay down for a little bit. So I promise you it's only going to be this week. I'm kind of surprised I actually made it through all the dailies this week. So, but so long as I don't push myself and I rest and I recuperate, then I have my vitality, then I have my strength. Awakening, the little bear, look at him. He's just waking up from his nap. Bear, 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 where are you? There he is. Oh, he looks long. It's kind of long. Uncertainty, openness, awakening, negativity, hibernation. When we fall asleep, we withdraw our awareness from its hypnotic fascination with physical sensation, thereby enabling us to listen with our now awakened sixth sense. When we fall asleep, we withdraw our awareness from its hypnotic fascination with physical sensation, thereby enabling us to listen with our now awakening sixth sense. Now, I love that. I was just listening to something the other day, and it was very much about, what do you feed yourself the last couple of minutes before you go to sleep? Because that's when we berate ourselves, we belittle ourselves, we play over the things we should have said, might have said, wanted to say, wanted to do. We see the negatives. So what we should be doing is the last couple of minutes, just as we feel like we are slipping away, we start thinking about where we want to go, who we want to become, what we want to step into. And then it already is putting our subconscious in the mode to tap into our sixth sense for what could be there, to bring in the energy, to work during our sleep, to bring in that positive energy. So that's what that kind of reminded me of. Bear reminds you that you have been hibernating and hiding from your passions and your own true self for too long, for far too long, actually, it says. Now is the time to open your mind, your heart, soul, and see with all your senses, but most importantly, with your sixth sense. Spend some time each morning journaling and listening to your heart. Release the fears and only hear the love of what you want out of that love. The fears only prevent you from crawling out of the cave, and they cause you to be grumpy and negative. Bear says that it is your time of awakening, and I believe with the full moon in Uranus, or the full moon in Aries with Uranus there and the sun opposing all that energy, I think it's really going to move us into some new awakenings. Absolutely, by week's end. So this is a time for preparation. This is a time to really look towards where you want to go. It's a time for you to come out of your hibernation. Absolutely. Bear says that it could be your time of awakening. Maybe you have always wanted to write a book or pick up an instrument or learn how to knit. Maybe you have been afraid to sign up for a class because you have been caught within the web of fear for so long that you forgot how good it felt to stretch and feel the love that is around you and the love that you create from within. No matter what speaks to your soul, release the fear and allow Bear to stand beside you and assist you with your awakening. Don't allow your limited view to bring about the fear because you are on the verge of something great. Push the fear aside and feel the awakening bubbling up within you. Bear may be telling you that you need a good sound sleep, one that is undisturbed and restful. Once you awaken from that sleep, you will feel refreshed and ready to take on the world. Bears are resourceful before, during, and after their hibernation. Bear wants to teach you, too, to be resourceful in your life. Are you purchasing too much food at the store that is going unused? Or could it be that your closet is filled with clothes that you simply haven't worn in years? Bear says it's time to simplify. It's time to simplify. So, it's about getting ready to really step into your dreams, your desires, new paths, new beginnings. Maybe who you are, who your identity is. You're getting ready to step into something very transformative in your life this week. All the cards are pushing towards, we start out with the Ten of Pentacles. So, this is just the yes card. This is yes, you will have peace of mind. Yes, you will have harmony. Yes, you can have good health. The work that goes into it is this week so that we can step into our new day dawning. That we can step into, when that full moon hits. And then we have Mercury going, into Libra. Well, it's already in Libra, but joining up with Jupiter. And it allows us to look at, our communication, the way we network ourselves, the way we present ourselves, who we identify with, who we come in contact with, who we partner up with, who we go forward with. So it is a beautiful week, and we have the entire week to really tap into the magician, to understand how we want to manifest the life we want, what we truly need, and expect it to show up in our lives. Expect that when the full moon appears and we allow the closure, we are also allowing the new beginnings. And until we meet again, remember, I do love you.